Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is October-November 2019, paper 2, which is reading, and we have done this passage honey. Passage 1, which was reading for meaning. We learned about summary writing and the expectations of the examiner when they are marking your summaries, and we also discussed into detail the marking criteria for the content points as well. And today we are going to read this passage number 2, hortense. This is the passage. You already have the document. You will go through the passage and you will look for the difficult words in the passage and find their meanings from your digital dictionaries. Even then, if you want to ask and the meaning of any difficult word, you can ask me. And after doing this, after reading this passage, reading the passage is very important. Whether you should read the passage first or you should read the questions. I mean, you can't read so many questions at once and then come back to the passage. You first read the passage carefully and then you will go to the questions. And we know that for every paragraph there are different questions. So once you are doing the questions from a particular paragraph, refer back to that paragraph, read that paragraph again carefully, and then answer the questions. Some questions require you to answer in your own words. Make sure you answer in your own words. Actually, there are three different types of answering a comprehension question. One is lifting of the line. Lifting of the line means you simply pick the line from the passage and write as it is in your answer. In some cases, picking up of the line is allowed. Then in the second case, you can restructure your sentence. Restructuring the sentence, making it precise, making it more relevant, does not mean that you have used your own words. Using your own words is different. Using your own word means you are using synonyms for different words. And I told you that a synonym may not be a single word. A synonym may be a phrase. Phrase, I mean a group of words to explain. So there are three different categories where you answer it. In every category you are told that whether you are required to use your own words or you are not required to use your own words. So make sure whatever the instructions are given in the question, you follow that. If you are required to use your own words, do use your own words. If you are required to give an example from your daily life apart from the one given in the passage, make sure that you do not give the example from the passage and you give the example from your daily life. Then in the vocabulary, we can say that vocabulary has become deceptively simple. Previously you did not have the options, but now you have 4 options, and all those 4 options seem very close to the word for which you need to write the meaning. And when choosing the correct option, should be very careful. And another thing, you must make sure that you need to choose the answer which is the meaning of the word with reference to the context. Different words have more than one meanings, but you need to choose the option for the meaning which has been implied in the passage. So be careful about these things. Your handwriting should be lucid, and you should not exceed the space. There are margins given on the right hand side, on the left hand side. Make sure that you do not cross those margins. Make sure your handwriting is understandable. Make sure you do not make the spelling mistakes, because spelling mistakes and grammar are penalized everywhere, be it a composition, be it a comprehension or summary or whatever. So make sure your grammar and spellings are accurate. And apart from this, this is the question paper. I've already provided you. We did passage number 1, but I will provide you again too. These are the questions that you will attempt, and passage 2 questions. These are from passage 2 and from paragraph 1. So make sure when you come to this question, you go to the paragraph again after reading the question. First you will read the whole passage, then you will come to the questions, then you will read question number 3. You know that it is from paragraph number 1. So what will you do? After reading the questions, you will go to paragraph 1 before answering the questions, before writing the answers. And similarly, when you come to paragraph 2, you will read the question 4a, 4b. Then you go to paragraph 2, read that again, and then you will answer the questions. As you can see in 4 part B, explain in your own words what the family felt about the hobby. Another very important thing, your answer should be in the same tense in which the question is being asked. If the question is in the present tense, you will answer it in the present tense. If it is in the past tense, you will answer it in the past tense. So this is how you will do it. And sometimes you are required to choose a single word from the passage which carries the same meaning that is being used previously. Such sort of questions are also asked where you have to lift one word that has a same meaning that is used later in the paragraph or earlier in the paragraph. You have done those type of questions. And sometimes students, what do? They write more than one words. So if one of that answer is correct, you will get 0. So you are actually bringing down your probability of scoring marks to 0 when you are writing 2 words. I mean, none of them will be accepted. Right? Be precise and make sure your handwriting is clear, understandable, and you do this. Understanding the passage is the basic thing. So if you understand the passage well, you can answer it. And these are the questions, the vocabulary questions. And another thing, sometimes, for example, option you think that option A is correct, but you are not sure between A and C. What the students tend to do, they take both of them, or they fill that answer sheet with 2 options. So in that case, you are not going to get marks. And make sure you fill up the bubble sheet appropriately. Do not go beyond the boundaries, right? So that is very important as well. Students tend to lose marks that they never know that they are losing in this way. So after this, whenever you do something, whether it is a composition, whether it is a comprehension, revise your work. Look for the grammatical errors, look for the spelling errors, and correct them wherever possible. Now this is the passage in hand. You don't need to get a print out of this, just write the question. You have the soft copy of the passage as well. Write the question, read the passage, start doing it, and we will discuss the marking scheme into detail tomorrow. Complete your work now. That's it for now.